for many of the moderns, one of the books I decided to review is The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie. This is about Anne Bedingfield. She lost her mom when she was a child, and she recently lost her dad as a young adult, and she gets taken in by a family friend temporarily. And while she's there, she witnesses a man fall on a track and die. And she notices a man in a brown suit, who's dressed like a doctor, who kind of bends over him and pronounces him dead. And so she sees this as all kind of suspicious. Okay, so this leads to her investigating and lands her on a ship to South Africa, where she meets a few other people, and she gets further in the mystery, which also involves diamonds and mines and everything. So overall, I liked it. I didn't like it as much as the Poirot or Miss Marple, but I liked it enough. I mean, I was interested enough in the mystery, but the subject matter of the murder mystery wasn't my cup of tea. I am more someone who prefers a murder mystery that's more, personal. I mean, not more personal. I mean, that's just more to do with drama rather than any kind of organized crime. Okay, and there are so many characters here. I mean, I get that they have to have all these characters, but it can get a bit confusing. Like sometimes I think I don't remember some of their names, so excuse me if I get their names wrong. Forewarning that there are certain things in this book that by the standards of today would be racist and not appropriate. Like it's like certain representation or just certain ways that they talk about certain groups of people. It is not appropriate for today's standards. So keep in mind that this was written in 1924. I'm not sure how much I like Anne. I mean, part of me feels that she mostly gets involved in this mystery out of her sense of adventure and curiosity, rather than a moral sense of wanting justice. And this is certain things she does and says that sort of tick me the wrong way. And as I said earlier, the racism, there's a bit of racism in this book, even from Anne. Getting to spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, please skip to the timestamp on screen. Okay, the final reveal of who is the colonel that's behind this whole organized crime, the diamonds thing. Was I surprised? I'm not sure if that's surprised, but the thing is, Sir Eustace Pedler has his perspective, his point of view, and when you read his point of view, you really think that he is not the bad guy. He kind of throws you off. So, even if you're suspecting everyone and you're like suspecting every kind of twist, I only had like a very small suspicion of him. Like for most part, I didn't think it was him because we read from his perspective. Until his last perspective was kind of suspicious, but even then, like, no, I just didn't think it'd be him, but it was. So, but anyway, I guess it was a good reveal. It was surprising enough. And Anne ends up marrying Harry Lucas, or Sir John Eardsley. That's his real name. We don't really see that much of them as a couple, but I guess I kind of like the romantic ending. But my one problem is that they have all this wealth and title that they inherit, and just kind of turn it away to be in South Africa. Like I just cannot relate. Like I just don't see the point. Like what is the point of turning down money that's given to you legally, money that you have a birthright to, and you just give it all away? You can just take the money and also do good with the money. Like you're not just turning it, they are not just turning it down for themselves, they're also depriving their own children. So I kind of agree with Mrs. Blair at the end when she thinks they're fools. I also thought they were fools. And I also hope that they do eventually take the money, which is still there for them. Is that all the spoilers? Oh yeah. Who's the guy that was Paget? Yes, I can tell you. It's kind of hard to remember all their names. I didn't really think that it was Badger. Like, he seemed a bit too obvious, so I kind of knew that he was a red herring. Okay, so if you like Agatha Christie, I think you'll like this well enough. And especially if you kind of like organized crime kind of thing in a mystery, I think you will like this better than I did. And I think that's all I have to say for this book. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another video.